Alright, g'day guys, welcome back. I am going to do a special concept kind of video today. I've just come off the back of featuring Physical Super Saiyan 4 Vegito Zeno all week. If you're new here, by the way, grab that dragon stone in the bottom right hand corner of the screen. And to sort of celebrate the end of that feature week, I'm going to do a concept based on the worldwide celebration where they had kind of a Dokkan Festival and a Carnival LR in two parts, like two of each kind of thing. So I'm going to start off by kind of tributing Vegito and what I kind of wish would happen this year. I don't think we're going to get Dokkan Festival Carnival LRs out of Heroes, but this is kind of what I would like to see if we did. So this would be part 1. This is Limit Breaker Super Saiyan 4 Goku Zeno and Limit Breaker Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta Zeno. I've used their names there where it says Super Full Power Saiyan for Limit Break. What is it? Super Full Power Saiyan for Limit Break. I've literally copy and pasted that. It doesn't even make sense when you read it out like that. But that's copy and pasted from like the Dragon Ball Super Heroes wiki. That's how they list the names. So it's a little bit weird like that. But I'll go through their details. They fuse into Vegito, obviously. Basically, I've made them broken as shit, by the way. So if you're sitting there kind of smashing the keyboard, going as if they'd be like that, yeah, fine, whatever. This is just a dream unit. It's never going to happen. If it happens, probably means I've been employed by Bandai. But their leader skill is Power Beyond Super Saiyan and Dragon Ball Heroes, category 3 plus category key plus 3 and attack and defense 170%. Plus an additional 30% for grade 8 power and crossover. Now, usually you don't see the two full categories with two bonus categories, though the physical kid Goku just did the 3 full categories with 2 bonus categories. So I thought I'd kind of come between. What I wanted to do was obviously have all the Dragon Ball Heroes units covered, which is why there's Dragon Ball Heroes and crossover. I also wanted them to cover all the rest of the Super Saiyan 4s. So I kind of branched out and gave them Power Beyond Super Saiyan 4, Power Beyond Super Saiyan, and then the boost Giant 8 power. So it's all the Super Saiyan 4s and Dragon Ball Hero units that are the 200% categories there, units. Passive skill, entrance animation, just for the hell of it. Attack and defense 200% at start of turn. Key 1 and attack and defense plus 20% per superclass ally on the team. I didn't limit that, so that's up to like 120% for the other 6 allies on the team if they're all superclass. Obviously, if you're running a crossover or even Power Beyond Super Saiyan, you've got a couple of extreme class. They dial down a little bit. That's okay. That's how you kind of, well, at least how I justified kind of half balancing it in my head. Launches an additional attack with a high chance of becoming a super attack I've phrased that wrong. Becoming a super attack when facing an extreme class enemy. I've done that. I've written that wrong. Power Beyond Super Saiyan or Dragon Ball Hero categories, category allies, 2 key and 25%. That would mean 4 key and 50% if they're on Power Beyond Super Saiyan or Dragon Ball Heroes, which is, there's a fair chunk. That's God Trunks. That's all the Super Saiyan 4 Dragon Ball Hero units, all the Super Saiyan 3s. So there's a good chunk there that get the full buff, but obviously out in the sort of the non-crossover realm of things, that's where it's one or the other, and it's obviously in line with their leader skill. Super attack, their 12 key raises attack and defense for 1 turn. Their ultra super attack, which is the double dragon fist that you see them do against Janemba in the Dragon Ball Super Heroes. Dragon Ball Heroes anime. Greatly raises attack and defense, so it's a greatly stack and causes mega colossal damage to the enemy. So they do stack if you want them to. So if you just want to float them around a bit using them as support, it's kind of that Ultimate Gohan kind of mentality, but you can fuse immediately. Obviously, they can only get 1 stack per turn, given the 12 key is not a permanent stack, even though they have the built-in additional. So that's kind of, limiting into 1 stack I think is fair, even though they still will be busted as hell. Their links are almost the same as I've kind of worked in between. So Super Saiyan, I've got the same raw for the Super Saiyan 4 and Godly Power from the kind of apparent God key that makes them a limit breaker. Then added Prepared for Battle, Shocking Speed, so that way most Saiyans, if not all, get a key link from them. Shocking Speed in the Super Saiyan 4, like the LR Super Saiyan 4 fusing unit, and then Prepared for Battle for other Super Saiyan 4s. So most units are kind of good next to them, even if they don't share every link. Categories. Now, they're all pretty stock standard. Power Bond on Super Saiyan, Dragon Ball Heroes, Crossover, Grade 8 Power, Pure Saiyans, Kamehameha, Realm of Gods, Full Power, Final Trump Card, Fused Fighters, Time Limit, Joined Forces, Accelerated Battle, Battle of Fate, Connected Hope, Entrusted Will. Now, those two there are because the Limit Breaker transformation kind of uses everyone's ki, kind of like the God transformation. Like there's 4 or 5 people standing around and feeding them ki. Miraculous Awakening, Powerful Comeback, Time Travelers, Bond of Parent and Child, and Patara. Now they obviously fuse into Super Saiyan 4 Limit Breaker Vegito. Recovers 50% HP, so it's kind of a half heal whenever you want it to be. And then from there, we go into attack and defense plus 200%, like that didn't change. Instead though, attack and defense 50%, chance of evading super attack by 30%, and launches an additional attack per superclass ally on the team. So basically, if you've got two on the turn, sorry. So if you've got two, or if both of his allies on the same turn are superclass, it's 100%. It's a 60% chance to dodge and 2 additional attacks. 2 additional super attacks, sorry. Guard activated when facing extreme class enemy. Changes key spheres of a random type to rainbow. Key +1 per key sphere obtained. So I've taken away the kind of key elements of his passive and given him the key sphere thing. High chance of evading enemy super attack and countering with tremendous power. That's just a Super Saiyan 4 thing. Now he only standard stacks attack and defense. So I've kept the stacking so it's not like, oh, well, what reason do I have to transform him if I can just keep stacking with the supportive unit? Ideally what you want to probably do is transform one and then leave the other one in base. That way they'll link perfectly. I haven't changed any links, and then they'll both stack as they go along. And then greatly raise attack for 1 turn and cause it. Oh, I've got that a little bit dodgy there, but there's no other super attack effect other than greatly raise attack. So yeah, the standard stack there. That's the Vegito unit. Again, he's probably busted as hell, and I don't care. It's all a little bit of fun. He'd be the first Dokkan Fest LR, actually the first Dokkan Fest in general for Heroes, so that's why I made him ridiculous, especially because he is an LR as well. But then the Carnival unit to go along with him is Limit Breaker Super Saiyan 4 Broly. Now, obviously, there's no transformation here. This is kind of going off the theme that they did with the Worldwide Celebration. Dragon Ball Heroes category allies 200% and Extreme Class 170%. That is stupid, I know. I'm fully aware. Probably should be 150%. I just thought that the 200% straight across the board for just Dragon Ball Heroes limits him a bit. And I thought then a 50% downgrade for all the other Extreme Class allies that would be on his team was kind of a little bit too stark in difference. So I gave him 170. I mean, I'm sure that you'll all tell me that's way too much, but I don't really care. It's an imaginary unit. It's not going to happen anyway. It's all just for a little bit of fun, and I just want to know what you would think and whether you'd summon and everything like that. So passive skill. Now I've gone for like the 66. You know, I am a devil kind of vibe there. So key +6 200% at start of turn. Attack and defense 66% with each attack performed up to 100. So it's basically 166%. Sorry. So it's basically 3 attacks. He guards, changes orbs to rainbow, launches an additional attack. And supports extreme class allies. So basically, because he's AGL as well, he can get that full passive within the first turn because he'll have 5 AA or 5 additional because of his type. And then obviously the built-in additional is what is going to help him there as well. Now his super attack greatly raises for 1 turn and high chance of performing a critical hit. So that's a 50% chance. And he stacks on his 18 key as well. That way he can only get 1 stack, but he still keeps a 50% chance to crit. That's how he'd be a really good unit at 55%. So ideally what you'd probably give him is, you know, AA and dodge because he's got a 50% chance of critting there. But that being said, he doesn't have the chance to crit in his 18 key. So it's kind of up in the air how you'd want to build him. His links, very similar to Super Saiyan 4 Vegito. Super Saiyan Raw, Godly Power, Prepared for Battle, Fierce Battle, Legendary Power, but I've swapped out Shocking Speed for Nightmare, just so he's a little bit more tailored to extreme class kind of units, I guess. His categories are a little bit less than what the Vegito was. Dragon Ball Heroes, Crossover, Pure Saiyans, Full Power, Grade 8 Power, Realm of Gods, Power Beyond Super Saiyan, Time Travelers, Target Goku, Rapid Growth, Exploding Rage, Planetary Destruction, Accelerated Battle, Miraculous Awakening, and Mastered Evolution. I mean, I'm sure some of you will correct some of those categories for both those units, saying that one shouldn't be there or one should be there and all the rest. I'm not an expert at this. I'm just doing this purely for fun, just for engagement, so that, you know, we can imagine these units and, you know, do it in a kind of visually nice kind of way rather than kind of just typing it out on a Word document. And just living out our kind of Dragon Ball fantasies in Dokkan, thanks to some of the kind of weird and ridiculous kind of stuff they bring in Heroes. But that's it, guys. That's basically it. You got your Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta and Goku there, Limit Breaker that fuse into Vegito, and then the Carnival LR Broly. I'd love to know what you think, what changes you'd make, whether you think they're too OP, whether you think they're not OP enough. I don't know. But let us know in the comments below. As I said, if you're new here, I have just finished featuring physical Super Saiyan 4 Vegito that we got almost 2 years ago now. This is being recorded in mid-October. He came out in mid-November 2020. It's now 2022. So go back and have a look at how he's holding up 2 years later. Let us know what you think of him. I will be now going on to feature Super Saiyan 4 Broly, who came out as, I guess, the pseudo banner unit next to the Super Saiyan 4 Vegito 2 years ago. So stay tuned for that. I'd love to have you on board. Comment on everything that you see and any corrections you have, because obviously, as I said, I'm not an expert here. But thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye now.